Just have arrived. I can't hear you.
I forgot I was on mute. Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello.
How are you doing today?
Pain. I finished my homework. The well, I can't even remember anymore. But
Mhm.
yeah, I finished it, and I'm feeling good as I'll ever feel.
Okay. I'm sure you'll feel a lot better when it's summertime.
No. Summertime is like a weird time. It feels good, but at the same time, you know that your days are limited.
No, that's sad.
But
Yeah.
it's the truth.
Yeah, that is true.
Why did they have to make life so spiteful?
I don't know. That's a good question. S- um, People smarter than me probably know the answer to that one. Okay, you ready to get started today?
Well,
Ready?
yes. Yes.
Okay. I admit I'm a little tired too. I had an exam today. It's like a math exam. So
Okay.
I'm a little bit mathed out, but we're
Mathed
here.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a 2.5 hour long math test today. It was not fun.
I know what that I know how that feels, sort of. I don't quite know, but I sort of know.
Yeah, that's kind of like the STAR test, right? That's what 3-4 hours,
Yeah.
something like that.
3, 4 hours?
That's how long it used to be when I was in
Oh my
elementary,
god.
anyways.
I feel bad for each other again.
Okay, so let's get started. So 19, the stem and leaf plot shows the percentage of questions on a Spanish test that were answered correctly by each student in class. So we're going to know which statement is true.
Okay. Uh Oh, wait, can I quickly say something though?
Oh yeah,
May I
sure.
have annotation perms?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you should have
Okay.
it now.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do, remember numbers into percentages?
Mhm.
I forgot that. Can we do a quick review on that, please?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Thank you for asking. Okay. So when you say numbers, you mean like decimal numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So numbers. Oh, wait, no. Can I have perms, please? I just want to make an example.
yeah, you should still have permission.
Oh, there we go. I got it. So, for example, 640, but 70%, no, that's too easy. Like one
Like find
75% of 640. Like
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Gotcha. So
Okay.
finding percentages of numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to do it. And I'll show you the easy way first, and then I'll show you this is how they actually came up with it, the derivation. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So doing it the easy way. So first we change our percent to decimal. And then our second step, we just multiply. So I'll do your example. So we wanted to find 75% of 64, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I do 64 times 75 as a decimal, which is 0.75. And that'll give me the answer. So 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 32. Scratch, scratch, laying. Ooh. Sorry, my zoom's in the way. It won't let me write here. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 2 is 44.
Got it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, sure. No problem. And so eventually we get a number here. This is what, 70? Did I multiply this?
Uh,
Oh, I put my
Wait,
I think
what?
I made a multiplication mistake. Excuse me.
Oh,
Sorry, one
okay.
sec. I ran out of room and mixed my numbers up. Okay, so 64 times 0.75. 4 times 5 is 20. 32. Okay, yeah, I didn't line my numbers up right, and so I made an addition mistake. Okay, so we get 48. So 75% of 64 is 48. So like that, just multiply. Okay, so that's the easy way to do it. Do you want to practice doing this before I show you how they came up with this math? Oh, you need to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give you this example. Let's do... So a lot of times the tip at a restaurant is 15%. Let's do 15% of, I don't know, $30.
Wouldn't the answer be $15?
Huh?
Wait, no, sorry.
I'm sorry, I really can't hear you, Peter. I think you might be too far away from the computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like really, really quiet. I could hear you earlier, though. Okay, try saying something.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot
Put
better.
my mouse to the neck. That was it. Is this good?
Yeah, that's very good. Thanks.
So 15%, 30.15 times 150. Would we just put 0 here because like there's nothing?
Yeah, because 0 times 1 is 0.
Just checking. So
Yep, you're good.
So the answer is 450. And we add the decimal, and that's $4.50.
Perfect. That's good. And that makes sense, right? Because 15% is a little bit more than 10%, and 10% of 30 is 3. So 450 is bigger than 3. We know we did something right. So that's how you can do it. But where this comes from mathematically is something that you've learned before, and that is a proportion. So I'm sure you remember proportions, right?
Yes.
We use them to find essentially missing pieces. Oh, why won't this let me draw without minimizing the screen? Sorry, Zoom is being so weird today. Okay. So in proportions, we have a part over a whole is going to equal some percent over 100. So for example, when I was doing my 75% of 64, my whole was 64. I was missing the part. I knew the percentage was 75, and it's always going to be out of 100 because it's a percent. And so you can multiply diagonals and then divide by the leftover.
Okay.
Another way that you can do these proportions to make the math easier is if you can simplify, do it. So we can simplify 75 over 100 to 3/4. And so it's a lot easier to do 64 times 3 divided by 4 than it is to do 75 and 100. And so either way, we'll get that this missing piece was 48. Okay, any questions about this?
No, I think it's pretty simple. I just forgot it. That was the problem.
Yeah, no worries. Proportions are pretty good to do. If you're like, it's pretty easy to solve for a part because we can just do our multiplication thing. But a lot of times it can be harder to solve for a whole or maybe to solve for a missing percentage. And so that's when proportions can be helpful for us. And so just remember part over whole equals percent over 100.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You want to do an example proportion question or do you think you're good?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. We will go back to our test question.
More test.
Okay. Can you see the screen all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whenever you're ready. And you should still have annotation permissions too if you want to like underline or cross anything out. So.
So A is wrong. It's like 55%. It's only 7 and above, so it can't be A. Right?
Okay, very good.
Half of the students are 75. And that's not wrong. That's wrong because it's 75, 70 or above. So that means at scored at least 8 students have scored more than 80%. So that
Sorry, I cannot hear you at all.
okay.
Okay, now you're even quieter.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Wherever you're sitting right now, that's like the perfect spot.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me try to. Is this better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So like, is this good?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So, okay. Let me just try one more thing. What about this?
It's a little fuzzy, but I can hear you.
Okay. Then 8 students entered more than 80%. That's 3, 6, 9. So that's wrong.
Okay.
And 10 students entered.
More than 80%. So can we count 80 if it's more than 80%?
Oh no. So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll keep that on hold. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 students answered no, because there's only, so it's C. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no worries. Yeah, you have to read this one carefully. So, just a quick review of the signs. So this is more than. The other one that I think you learned maybe this year, you knew it in 5th grade even. This is more than or equal to. Which one of these is the open dot and which one is the closed dot? Do you remember?
The line and uh, that's the open dot. And the one with the line is the open dot, and one without is the black dot.
Okay, so it's actually the other way around. So this is this colored in one and this is the open one.
Okay.
The reason why Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just keep on thinking that way. Why do I keep on thinking that way? Is it like does I think it's because it's line and yeah, I think I just like put 2 and 2 together in like the wrong way. But why is it black dot? Wouldn't it be easier for it to be a white dot because like the line kind of matches the open dot?
Okay, not quite. And this is the reason why. This is the logic. So let's say we have the number line, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, something really simple. So the logic is that if we do a closed dot, that means that 2 is part of the line because it's colored in. If we do an open dot, it's like we're avoiding 2. Like we're telling the person looking at this, like, hey, we're leaving 2 open, and that's because the answer is not 2. So anything that's like solid, it's included pretty much. Because like a line is solid, and so if it's included, the dots should be solid too.
Okay.
Yeah. And in math, we actually sometimes will call this more than, we'll call it exclusive. And then sometimes we'll call this more than or equal to, we'll call it inclusive. And so the dot is also somewhat related to these vocab words that I don't know if you've learned them yet, but you will at some point. So, but that's where they got it from. Okay. Any questions about this?
No, I'm just really tired. 2 classes back to back.
Hang in there. Oh, yeah. Your mom told me you had violin, right?
Yeah. Not to mention I just came back from swim, so.
Yeah. Hey, well, you're almost done. Oh, you just swim team?
Huh?
Oh, did you
No.
say you got back from swim?
Yeah, not like not like any like sport, just doing it for fun, you know. I used to do swim team, but like I don't really like it nowadays because the cold water is just not for me.
Yeah. I did swim team from like age 7 to like 14, or maybe 15. I don't know. It was a long time.
The reason why I quit swimming team was when I was swimming, I got like an infection in my ear. Uh,
Uh,
but yeah, after that, I just like for some reason we didn't just come to lessons anymore.
mhm.
Yeah, and that was kind of like the end of it.
That makes sense. Okay, sorry, I got us off topic. Let's get back to the fun
Yeah,
stuff, the math, right?
fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the table shows the time Monique worked and the amount of money she earned during 4 different weeks. Based on the information in the table, how much money will Monique earn if she works 40 hours in a week?
Okay. So, so does that mean in 1 week she works 40 hours?
Um, yeah, but that doesn't
So like,
really matter. Yeah.
yeah. So like we can cut this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if she works 40 hours, then you can just multiply 165 times 2, right?
Okay, do we want to multiply or do we want to divide? Oh, wait. Sorry, I asked you a trick question. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can multiply it by 2. Sorry,
Oh,
my bad.
I was confused.
I was going to make you calculate how much she made per hour, and then I'm like, wait, that's not what the question's asking. Okay. Yep,
Okay.
330. That's right. Good job. If you wanted to figure out how much she made per hour, which was the trick question that I threw out there, you would do 165 divided by 20, like that. And this would give you the dollars per hour. Okay. Good job, though. Okay, let's go to the next question. So 21. The coordinate grid shows P, Q, R, and S. What is the x coordinate of point P?
It is -6.
Sorry, did you say -6?
Yeah, -6 2.
Okay, good. But we don't need the y, we just need the x. So we can just say -6. Okay, good job. Let's go to the next one. So which equation has the solution of k equals 6.5?
Um, this is confusing too.
Okay,
Sorry.
you're good. There's an easy and a hard way to do this.
Can you tell me the easy way?
Okay, have you heard about plugging stuff in?
Yes. I
Okay,
think.
so I'll give you one example real quick. So basically, we replace the k with 6.5. So -3 times 6.5. Does that equal 19.5?
Um, no.
No, right? Because it should be negative, right? Because a
Yeah.
negative times a positive is negative. Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically for each of these answer choices, we can just plug it in and see if it gives us something true.
Okay. So, do I do the rest?
Yeah, and you can do them on the screen, you can do them in your head, you can do them on paper, whichever is easiest.
Oh, wait. Can you quickly tell me the hard way? Just so, like, I
Sure.
know.
So
Okay.
the hard way is to actually go through and solve all of them. So let's say we have negative, oh, let me choose a color that shows up better. Let's say we have -3k equals 19.5. The opposite of multiplying by 19.5 is, the opposite of multiplying by -3 is dividing by -3. And so we do 19.5 divided by 3. That goes into this 6 times. That's 18. That's 5. and it would need a negative sign. So here we would get k equals negative 6.5. So the hard, long, complicated way is to actually solve for k in each problem. The easy way is just to plug in.
Okay, so for the easy way, it doesn't work no matter what. Like, for example, like if the easy way doesn't work, do I have to use the hard way?
As long as you have multiple choice questions, the easy way should work. But if it was like long answer where you had to like fill in a bubble sheet, like it asks you what does k equal.
Yeah, I don't think we're having that year, this year though.
Yeah. Yeah, if it asks you to fill in a bubble sheet, you would have to do it the hard way. But that's the only thing that I can think of that you would have to know how to do it.
Got it.
Because this is technically more like algebra than the math that you'd be learning. Okay, so G, H, and J. What are you thinking? Anything we can eliminate?
We can eliminate G.
Okay, good.
We can eliminate a K. Yeah. Sorry, H.
Okay, I'm not so sure about that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. H is the answer because it's multiplied. Sorry, they were together. I think my mind's not catching up to. I think I'm having a lag. Lag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
So 7k. So that would mean negative 7 times 6.5. So yeah, that would be the answer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that makes sense, right? Because if we were to like round, let's say we're doing negative 7 times 6, that's negative 42. So it's pretty close. If we were to plug in the next one, negative 2 plus 6.5, that's actually a positive number. That would be positive 4.5. And so we know J's wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, any questions about this one?
No.
Okay, good. And this skill to know how to plug things in, this will like you'll use this for the rest of your life, or as long as you're doing math, you'll be using this. This is important to know how to plug stuff in.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go to the next one. Okay, so 23. Dolores spent $13 of the $20 in her wallet. Which decimal represents the fraction of the $20 Dolores spent?
So the decimals would be the fractions, right?
Yeah, decimals are fractions out of 10, 100, 1,000. In this case, all these are in the hundreds place, so it's going to be a
So
fraction out of 100.
the answer would be around 50%. Like I'm estimating
Okay.
50% if it's more than half. So the answer would be 0.65.
Sorry, the answer is what?
0.65.
Okay, very good.
Oh, I think it's hard to hear because like I'm speaking over the mic.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So if we wanted to do this like without estimating, so if we have 13 or guessing, if we have 13 over 20, and we want to change it to a fraction out of 100 because these are all in the hundreds place, we multiply this number by 5. And so whatever we do to the bottom, we also do to the top. So 13 times 5 is 65. So 0.65. So that's how you would solve this one without like using common sense.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, sure, no problem. Okay, let's go to the next one. So
My mind hurts.
we're almost done. We got like 5
No,
minutes.
like not that it's hard, but like I've used it way too much. I've been on overload. I don't know how you study till 2 o'clock, but yeah. Teach me some motivation, please.
My motivation is that I lose my scholarship if I fail.
Yeah, I know that's
my
like
my
I get that
motivation
that's
is
like a
fear.
motivation, but for me but for me I don't have like any short term motivation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can make a reward for yourself. Say, after I finish the STAR test, I'm going to.
I mean that's what I do, but what I end up doing is like well we could do a part of the reward early and then well You know what? I can always finish it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
that, yeah, like, not that I'm saying that I'm lazy or anything. I kind of am, but like, that's just my way of thought, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I feel that. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with
like, no
doing
one's
that
really
every now.
forcing you to do it, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. You know
If
what I
someone
think?
was forcing it, yeah. Because I
Mhm.
need motivation.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's almost better that no one's forcing you because that means that when you are successful and you are motivated, all that stuff comes from you instead of like the outside world.
Okay.
It's very impressive, I think. Okay, sorry, I always get off task. Okay,
Oh,
so
no, I
20
actually this time, so.
so 24, which expression is represented on the number line?
It is point -2 times 4.
Okay, so G?
Yes.
Okay, very good, nice.
Because it goes down by -2 4 times.
Perfect, good one. Okay, so 25. Which set of angle measures cannot be the angle measures of a triangle?
It can't be B. Because if you
Okay,
add
why not?
because if you add 1 plus 1, it can't be higher. It's not higher than 170.
Okay, so that's the rule for the sides of a triangle. Angles have a different rule. So the angles of a triangle must add up to
180.
yeah. And so we got to go through these numbers and see which one does not add up to 180.
A.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The rule that you're
No,
thinking about
it was so simple. It was in front of my eyes.
yeah, the rule that you're thinking about is for the sides. So like if these were like units of distance like meters or something, this could not make a triangle. The one where they have to add up to be greater is for sides.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Okay, well, I think we have time to do a few more. So 26, which situation can be represented by 17.35 times x is greater than 624.60?
Okay. uh, okay, it's J. Because it's more.
Uh-huh. Yep, more than. Perfect. Good job. Also, if we look at these right here, this is additions or subtraction. This one right here, this is also an addition or subtraction type problem. This one is multiplication, but it is the sign would be the other way around because you would want to spend less than 624. Also, do
Uh,
you want to know something funny? You know how you always read the math problems about someone going to the store and buying like, I don't know, 50 watermelons or something?
yeah.
One time I went to Walmart and I saw a guy, his entire shopping cart was filled with gallons of milk. He had like at least 20 of them. It's like, it's the guy from the math problem. He's buying all the milk.
Oh, you should have asked him if you could take a picture. Because you could post it and then say, that's where my dad went. That's where my dad went to get the milk and
Oh
never
no.
came back.
That's why dad's been gone so long.
Yeah.
That's a funny joke. It's dark,
I
but
mean,
I
it's
like
a
it.
meme, so I didn't
Yeah,
invent it.
yeah, I know. That's why it's funny though. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracted. Okay, so which box plot best summarizes the data?
So,
And it,
like,
mhm.
yeah, sorry, what are we trying to find? Are we trying to find the interquartile range?
So we're trying to find the entire plot. So I'm just going to give you a little recap. The easy way to do that is we split our numbers into groups, and then that will tell us the answer, right? So we should split it into 4 groups, 4 even groups.
And then these two would be the quartiles, and the center would be the median, right?
Yep.
The median would be the number in between those two, right?
Yeah, in between 8 and 9.
So that would mean the answer is 8.5, right?
Very good. So
And
anything we can eliminate?
you can eliminate A and D.
Okay, good.
And now from here you can see the B is wrong because it shows the quartile is 8, but it's actually 7.5.
Very good. Nice job. Yeah, and so if you get a problem like this, the easiest way to do it is just to list the numbers in order from least to greatest and then split them into 4 equal pieces. Yeah, that's my tip, because sometimes these box and whisker plots can take a long time to do, but if you do it my way, it should be pretty fast.
Your way, you invented it.
I'm sure someone else does it this way and did it before me, but I just think of this as my way because I didn't learn it in school, but I kind of came up with it as I've been tutoring.
Got it.
Yep. Okay, I think that's it for today. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
Yes. Do you have any recommendations for painkillers? I
For
tried opiates, but they're not
painkillers?
working anymore. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Keep it simple. Tylenol.
I
That's
heard
what
of
I
some.
took after I got my
I
COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I heard of something that makes you stop thinking about school tomorrow. I tried it and it works, but like they're pretty expensive, so I'm looking for an alternative.
Okay, Peter.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go close my eyes for 10 hours.
Okay, you do that. Bye.